Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. This is a 2-page layout, as you can see, and this is from New York. I went to see Stranger Things, the musical, when I was there, and the coolest part was I thought, you know what, I'm going to enter the lottery. They do this lottery where if you get chosen, you get a ticket for $40. It's a good seat in the house, and like that's at least half of what I was seeing if I just bought a ticket on my own. So I was like, you know what, I'll try it. And if I don't get it, then I'll buy my ticket on my own, pay that money, and it'll be fine. I actually won. So I got a ticket to see this show for $40. Broadway, like that's almost unheard of, super cheap. So I was very excited, and I'm a huge fan of the show. So I was even more excited. So what I have going here, on the left side, I have a full photo here, and it's kind of an odd size. It's not obviously a 6x8. It's a little bit different because I had to make it fit the size of the playbill, which is on the other side. So it's a little bit of an unusual size, but it fits. It's not like it's too big. It's smaller than a 6x8, so it will fit in there fine, but I do have to embellish it somehow. And then over here, I only have the one pocket that I need to fill, which is kind of helpful. I have these out because there are some theater things on here. I have Showtime, play, musical, concert, exhibit. I could stamp that and then just check off play. I can use the drama faces, you know, I have options there. And then I also pulled out my theater, some theater stuff I have. I have some phrases in here, one 4x6 card. I've used the other ones. And then I have these cards. Oh, look at that. I've got some stuff floating in there too. And I can tell already looking at all of these, none of these are going to work. That's not right at all because it's navy. I need black. I mean, that doesn't look bad. It's just, it's really dark. Way too dark, like too much black. I don't want that. I don't like that one there either. So what that probably means is that I will make my own card. So I either probably need like red and white or black and white, and then I can add red to it. But I do also have, like I said, I have all of these little pieces, ephemera pieces, phrase strips that I could potentially add on. And I just realized there's yellow in here. Is this the only yellow thing I printed? It looks like it. But you know what? I have yellow stars, don't I? Yes, I have yellow stars that I could use, like if I found a red and white or a black and white card. I just want to see, like, what else do I have here? That one says now showing Broadway show. That's in red. That might work. Bunch of different things there. Give my regards to Broadway. That's kind of fun. Now showing. Welcome to the show. Now showing. I've got a bunch of options here. What does this say? Break a leg. I don't want that one. I don't think. It was not a musical, so show tunes over here. I don't need that. So I can go through here and find something, I'm sure, but I need a card. Or would it be better to have a yellow card if I want to bring in the yellow and then embellish with red and black? Maybe that's the way to go. I found 2 yellow cards that I'm considering. And they're different types of yellow. One is a more mustardy and one is a brighter yellow. I have this one, which is the first one I pulled. And I thought, oh, that's perfect because it's just a star. And, you know, stars on Broadway and all that kind of stuff. I think it's close enough to these that I could get away with it. And then I could still stamp on it. You know, if I wanted to, I could do the play, musical, concert, exhibit like over the star maybe. So I could do that. I could also stamp it on a piece of paper and attach it like over here somewhere if I wanted to. So those are options. But then I have this one. And I really like the style of it, the fact that it's a speech bubble, because it's me talking about like my experience with the show and all that. The only thing is, it almost feels like it's too much yellow. It's very bold. It's a statement, that's for sure. Is it too much? I'm not sure. This is definitely more subtle. So maybe it's a matter of like what ephemera am I going to put with it? Am I going to use any of these things? I mean, now I don't know that I can if I use this one because it's going to take up like the whole top. I'd have to cover it up, and then what's the point? So if I did this, would I just like overlap? That feels huge. What about if, where was that? Broadway. Oh, that's too big. Wasn't there a smaller one that said Broadway show? Over here, what's this? This one is smaller than that, but probably still too big. Oh, no, that would fit. How would it look on this one? You know what? That's probably the way to go. I lose one line of journaling, but who cares? That's not a lot. And then I work in kind of the darker red, and then I could still do something over here. I could work in more yellow here too. With that darker one. Not this, obviously. I won't use that. But I could work in something. Like this is too weird to just have that free floating. But I can find something that's not really the same gold there. I can find something that maybe I can hang off the side. Maybe it won't be theater specific. Maybe I'll have to go into my yellow ephemera and find something in there. So now that I have that card done and I adhered this, when I was looking for things I could put over here, I found something that matches this. I think these came from the same kit because look at these. Like it's the same color, same style and everything. I think these were from one of my Ellie Studio monthly kits, that it must have come with that, and then these were part of the punch out or die cut pieces, but they match super well. Now, I only have 2. I would have loved it if I had 3, but I don't. I have 2. I think I'm going to do something like this. Like one's kind of sort of hanging off the edge or something, and then this one is a full one just to take up kind of, some of that space. But I think that's the way to go because then everything looks like it matches. These are kind of in a diagonal line, which works well to like move the eye around the page and all of that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have added on those stars there, and I like them, but I don't feel like it's enough. So I grabbed out all of my stars here, and I'm trying to figure out like can I intermix some other things with this. I don't think I want those because this is already a shade of gold, and I think it looks weird to put that in there, but I have some other colors. I can't really do black. I could potentially do white, probably not silver. Do I have any flat white ones? I don't think I do. I just have these, or I could punch out cardstock ones because I do have a star punch, but maybe it's these, and then it adds a little sparkle too. And I think that's part of the problem is all of this is so flat. Like there were lights here and it was bright, but it doesn't show. It doesn't come across in the photo paper. So I think maybe I'm gonna have to add a couple of these here. I'm not sure about over here though. I mean, they do show up a little bit better because they have glitter, but it's still white on white, which is not the ideal. I added one up here just to see what I thought of it. And I like it because it gives me a visual triangle of stars, which is great. Plus it works in some of the white, but then I definitely need one down here. And this is too big. These are like too close to the same size. So it's going to have to be one of the smaller ones, which is fine. And I think just kind of maybe like that. I don't want it evenly spaced in there. I kind of like it a little more sort of off-center, asymmetrical, so it's not completely lined up like that. And then this one again is way too big, so I'd have to put this up here. Placement is the issue. I probably want it on this side since I've already got one on the left. So would it be like up here? Like that maybe? Oh, I don't like that. Closer to the top like that. I'm not crazy about that either. Where am I going to put it? I figured out the problem with the other star sticker, I think. Rather than trying to overlap it or put it to the side, I overlapped it in the middle. And I think I like that because then I get to keep the color that I like. They're still yellow peeking out, but it's got the white and the sparkly that matches everything else. So I think that's it for this one. I'll do my journaling off camera, but I don't think this one needs anything else. There's a lot going on. So I think that's enough. And now here's another one finished for New York. Thanks for watching.